Hi, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'll be sharing the 3 master keys that unlock your success in Rimpage. The goal is to give you information to help you climb the ranks faster and win those cash prizes. You see, a lot of players in Rimpage don't fail because they're lazy or because they don't plan. They fail because they don't understand how it's supposed to work in the first place. So they're trying hard, but in the wrong direction. That ends now. Your experience doesn't have to be that way. These 3 master keys are the secret code that reveal Rimpage's DNA, and they show you how it was designed to work. If you get an understanding of these, you'll have a critical advantage over all the other guys out there who don't have this information. They'll be stuck, they'll be frustrated, but you'll be climbing the ranks and winning cash prizes. Alright, so you ready? So the first master key is freedom. You see, you are a professional 1v1 athlete, and in the eyes of Rimpage, athletes are free. And I know a lot of players are not used to that, but just know that up front, Rimpage is different from any basketball league you've ever experienced. This is not basketball as usual. In fact, that phrase that you see at the top of our website is your first warning sign. Basketball as usual ends here. Think of it like the jump from high school to college. In high school, those teachers chase you down. Did you turn that in? Where's your homework? And they track your absences. They stay on top of you to make sure you're doing the things you're supposed to do to succeed. How does it work in college? They tell you what you need to do to succeed, but nobody's going to be checking on you to make sure you do it. You're free to do it, and you're free to not do it. If you don't want to read that chapter, don't. You don't want to go to class? Skip it. You don't want to do that report? Ignore it. At the end of the term, you'll get your failing grade, and everything moves on. Rimpage's Diamond Formula reveals the 6 pillars of success. Train, compete, get noticed, get paid, build a legacy, and ascend to greatness. Those top 3, train, compete, get noticed, that's your daily grind. The bottom 3 are your reward. But no one's going to stay on top of you to make sure you're doing this. If you don't want to train, don't. If you don't want to test what you've trained against real competition, skip it. If you don't want to find players to challenge, ignore it. Other guys will climb over you to higher ranks and cash prizes, and everything moves on. In Rimpage, you're 100% free. There's no coach to set your practice times or tell you what to do or when to do it or how. No one's going to be breathing down your neck, making sure you do all the things you're supposed to do. You make yourself do it because you want to succeed. You take full responsibility for your success. You have all the power to go as far as you want to go. No one's going to stop you, but no one's going to make you. So here's how you use the master key of freedom in Rimpage. Get a picture in your mind of what you want to accomplish. Set a goal, and every day do something that moves you closer to that goal. But you need a sense of urgency, because there are thousands of other players out there who are competing for the same rewards. You have to outwork them. You have to deserve it more. Next, get going. There's no time to waste. Go get what you want. And you don't have to know the whole way before you get started. Just get started. You see, we were not created with all the answers. We were created with an incredible ability to learn from doing. So just try stuff and learn. Pablo Picasso said, "I'm always doing what I can't do so I can learn how to do it." If you can master this key, you'll be moving towards your goal while other players are waiting for someone else to tell them what to do. So freedom means you have the power to control your outcomes. But freedom without structure is chaos. And that's why the second master key is schedule. In traditional basketball, the coach gives the players the season schedule. Practices on Tuesdays, games on Fridays, coaches text reminders, parents are asking for your game schedule. When you walk into Rimpage, you can throw all of that in the trash. In Rimpage, you create your schedule. You decide who and when and where you play. Rimpage doesn't make players compete. It only rewards those who do. So how many matches should you play? Well, how hungry are you for success? That's what determines how many matches you play. Here's how to use this master key. Align your schedule with your goal. If your goal is to be the best player in the world, then your schedule, the way you spend your time, should reflect that. And 1 match a week won't cut it. You need to be playing enough matches to stay on top. Here's a simple tip. Say no to everything that doesn't move you closer to your goal, and say yes to everything that does. Understand, your training is sacred because training transforms. An ordinary person can become an extraordinary person through proper training. So don't allow disruptions to your schedule. And you're not just training yourself, you're training your friends, your family, your job to respect your goals. This doesn't happen automatically, but they will take it seriously when they see that you do. Understanding this master key and honoring your schedule will put you miles ahead of the other guy who joined Rimpage a month ago and still hasn't played a single match, because he's used to someone else telling him who and when and where to play. The next master key is mentality. Think back to that lion in the zoo story. The lion who was born and raised behind bars doesn't hunt. He waits, and the zoo feeds him and controls him and protects him. And then one day that lion is dropped in the wild. He'd better shift his mentality fast, or he's going to starve. The same is true of players who come into Rimpage with the mindset of organized basketball. Where's my coach? Where's my schedule? Where's my support system? Players coming into Rimpage need to adopt this mentality. It's up to me. If I want something, I'll go get it. And if I encounter a problem, I'll solve it and keep moving forward. Understand, you're in the wild. No one's going to assign you a territory. You know, lions are territorial, right? Like, this part of the land is mine. Question, who made it his? How did it become his? Who decides how large a lion's territory is? Like, there's no government to divvy up the land and say to the tigers, this land over here is yours, and then to the lions, that part over there is yours. That's zoo mentality. So how does it work in the wild? You get what you take. The lion takes territory. He decides, this is mine, and he defines it, he defends it, he dominates it, and that's what makes it his. And if you don't like it, go take it from him. Look closely at that mentality. If you can adopt the lion's mentality, you can succeed in Rimpage and in life. No one can set the boundaries of your territory or limit how much success you can have. If you want to be the best player in your city or country, just decide, this is my city. Define it, defend it, dominate it, and hunt down and defeat every player who threatens that reality. Adopt the lion mentality. There's no doubt in that lion's mind that this piece of land is his. Like, this is reality for him. He sees it, thinks it, lives it. And if you don't think it's real, walk in there and see what he does. You need that mentality in Rimpage. There's no such thing as polite hunting. The lion doesn't ask the buffalo to cooperate with the hunt. And you don't ask them to accept your version of reality. You impose it. You impose your reality on them. The buffalo doesn't see himself as food. That's how the lion sees him. And the lion treats him like he's food. Like, the lion literally sees this other animal as food. That's not how that animal sees himself. That's not his reality. That's the lion's reality. And the lion imposes his reality on the buffalo. And what happens? The buffalo is forced to accept the lion's reality. And the buffalo acts like prey, takes off running. And sure enough, when the lion catches him, he tastes like prey. You are a hunter. You take what you want, as much as you want, when you want it. No one's giving you permission. No one's making it easy. Good. It's not supposed to be easy. This isn't the zoo. This is Rimpage. And here, you only eat what you hunt. We have a saying in Rimpage: find a way. Try something. Study your results. Make the adjustment and try again. We humans learn through repeated trials. You zigzag your way to success. We're natural hunters. Adopting the hunter's mindset will put you miles ahead of the guy who's still behaving like he's at the zoo. In Rimpage, you only eat what you hunt. So it's hunt or starve. You're no longer a hooper. You're a hunter. And the number one activity of Rimpage athletes is hunting. That's finding, challenging, and beating the other players in your city. Rimpage is the wild. Train, compete, get noticed, get paid, or get eaten.